I'm Edie.
I'm Macy.
I'm Olivia.
And we're going to be talking about new gens, tweens and teens and technology and how it impacts them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're doing section A for this podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. What
Should we start off with a round of Drive Truth, or should we go right into it? Let's like mix these up.
shook him.
Shake, shake, shake.
Got my Ritalin.
Are you smart or strong?
I don't know.
Depends. I feel like I'm smart.
Like physically strong, mentally strong? I'd say I'm strong.
Me? Smart? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks. I don't know. It depends on the day.
But,
An unpopular opinion of yours. Oh, Harry Styles, yeah. I was going to say that, but Edie's here. She said that she would want to be Harry Styles, so I don't want to...
I only like him because of One Direction. I love One Direction.
Well, yeah, because that's pre...
That's
boy band. Okay?
Yeah,
that doesn't
I love
matter.
boy band Harry.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about current Harry Styles. Toupee, possibly.
Probably mint being my favorite flavour of ice cream because because people don't like mint. They're like very hateful of it.
I just don't like it because it makes my mouth, like it makes breathing too easy. It freaks me out.
I like it though.
I don't know.
What's one thing most people don't know about you?
I can touch my eyeballs.
I can touch
Did I
mine
mess
too.
up my lips?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, like I can touch my eyeballs.
What can I do?
Oh, when I look at the sun, I sneeze.
I can put my feet over
Yeah,
my
no,
head.
same.
But I feel like I've shown like everyone that. I can put my feet over my head.
I kind of want to see it.
Right now?
Yeah. What one should we start with? Media
Okay.
Yeah.
and electronics?
Yes.
I actually don't think it gets talked about enough.
It really
like-
does.
Especially with like kids now who are like just going into like primary school.
Yeah.
And then probably like year 7 to 8s is where it's like horrifically showing like what,
Yeah.
especially because of COVID, like it pushed electronics to be like so used, like everyone uses it now.
I definitely think it was COVID that played a big part in it because I feel like it just like enclosed people into such a small space and they didn't have anything to interact with others other than their families. So they'll just use the devices, obviously. But I think that's just gotten out of hand since
Yeah.
COVID, definitely.
Well, that's what, especially like, because the kids that were like just either in primary school or like about to go into primary school, when that happened, like they, one, were not being introduced like into social interaction. So like, you know, when you're in preschool, you do stupid stuff and then you like, not get in trouble, but like you learn social rules in those years of like kindergarten, early primary school, well, all through primary school really is where it is.
I'm sorry, but like if you're in like year 6,
You don't need
you don't need a phone.
Yeah.
unless if
had
it's like a flip
watch.
phone, right? That's like where it's like only to call, you know, like those leapfrog like watches.
yeah, no, my
Like those
my
ones-
cousin had one.
Yeah, where you can like call your parents, but you can't do anything else.
Yeah,
on it.
like you can call family members, but you can't actually do anything.
Yeah.
Like you might be able to play a game, but like that's it.
That's what I had. I watched, it was called like Mooch.
Yeah. I think kids also just like stopped doing like just like normal things that kids would do.
yeah,
Like they've just grown into doing makeup now at like
no,
the
like
ages
not
of, like,
not even makeup. Because
Yeah.
I get
Skincare.
like when we were little kids, we'd go and like rummage through like, and then you'd go like
yeah
and like do crazy.
But now
you
they
know,
like try and do
now
like,
they walk out with like,
full beat makeup.
I know,
John,
we're getting there, bro.
they're not being kids anymore. They're just trying to be teenagers.
Yeah, well,
when they're
that's
not
what- so, like,
teenagers.
they go from being like they can't talk, and then all of a sudden they're wearing like contour, and they have not fake, what are they called? Like eyelash extensions. They get their eyebrows done,
Yeah.
and they're like in year 6.
But like kids like literally get like so much done now, and like skincare, and I'm like, you're not supposed to be doing that to your face.
Your face
Like it's still
isn't,
developing.
you've still got
Yeah.
baby skin. Your skin is not, you do not need a $50 hyaluronic acid serum, because your skin's not meant to. That's for 40-year-old women,
Exactly.
not for 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like, it's go play with slime again. You need slime.
I love
I
Because
miss
that's
slime.
that's what they're
I
doing with it,
literally
is
love
they're
slime.
mixing stuff, and they're doing stuff. They need cheap Kmart makeup to do fun stuff, and then also slime. Parents,
Let them.
yeah. they either don't monitor these accounts, or they actively like push it, and they
Yeah.
get their kids to do it, and they like there's no need to buy your kid Drunk Elephant, because their skin doesn't even like produce oils yet. I don't know. Go out and eat some dirt. You know, that's, you know.
Yeah, go eat Play-Doh or dirt. Like
Yeah,
seriously.
yes,
Yes,
Play-Doh.
Literally, I loved Play-Doh. I
Like-
loved it.
Go collect bugs in the garden. Let them be kids.
I feel like some parents are so gentle. I'm like, I don't know how. I
Yeah.
feel like parents have become more gentle with their kids.
Well, no, they're
now
not
as
gentle.
well.
They're not gentle.
They just don't
They're
care.
passive.
Yeah.
They don't do anything.
They just let them do whatever.
That's what, like, because I see people flame like gentle parenting, and it's like, that's not gentle parenting. That's neglecting and letting your kid do whatever they want. That's not that.
Makes you mad.
It makes me so mad, because like these kids, you know, it's not their fault that
Yeah.
they're ending up this way, because they're just getting handed an iPad as soon as they're out the womb, because their parents don't have time or can't be bothered to teach them. School teachers, especially primary school teachers, talking about how like horrific the state of their class is. Like, these kids don't clean up after themselves. They don't know how to. They have no sense of consequence, because, you know, for like, they watch these TikToks and stuff where you know, people chuck a water balloon at a random person, and it's like, haha, funny.
Yeah.
And then the camera cuts. They don't see the consequence that happens after, so they just go, oh, why aren't the police called on me? I just spat on someone. It's just for fun. Like,
Yeah.
in trouble.
And it's not even that. It's the fact that when people complain about their behavior, they let them off.
Or
they're like,
the
oh, yeah.
the kid gets in like serious trouble, and they're just
Yeah.
like, whatever, I'll do what I want anyways.
Or the kid acts like the victim and is like, no, like I didn't do that. And then they believe them. And I'm like,
It's just
I was
ridiculous.
on the bus one time, and I see like these two kids sitting at the front, and a girl was sitting like behind them with a little sister or something. And then as they were getting off the bus, one of the boys goes to the girl, and they go, "You wear too much makeup." And I just like turned to my friend Alyssa, and I was like, damn, like kids have no shame.
they have no filter.
They literally, yeah, because they are so like dopamine driven, because they've never felt bored, because they've just had an iPad. So if they get bored, they go to TikTok, and then they get bored on there, so they move to Instagram. So they've never ever had to be bored, and they've never ever had to just sit and do nothing and come up with something for themselves to do, you know? So they're not creative anymore. They don't have their own personality. They're just, oh, I'm this core, I'm that core. Like, it's like, you can be your own.
If you're young and you get a phone by your parents, they're basically setting you up.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what, and it's
kids
really,
get cyberbullied.
it is
phones all
not these
the time.
kids. Like, they're not teaching them, like, how to be safe either.
Yeah, they're not showing them anything about strangers, like
Or posting in their school
exploitation.
uniform.
Yeah,
There are so many
Yeah.
young girls who post dances and stuff in their school uniform, and it's like, you know who's saving those videos?
Old
Creeps.
creepy men. Yeah,
Old men.
Yeah. But then their parents are just like, it's whatever. Everyone else does it.
I don't know. It's kind of scary, and I feel like even when kids like do something wrong with their devices, like parents don't take it off them. They don't punish them. so they don't have any
Or if
sort
they
of,
do, the kid just goes and finds it. Like,
Yeah.
and then the parents just give up because they've been so passive that this kid won't take any form of. That's why the teachers can't actually punish the kids because their parents haven't,
taught them,
taught them that if they do something, there's a consequence, and they have to deal with the consequence. So when a teacher gets mad at them because they're just like, well, no, I'm just not going to listen to you, because they've been taught that works. If they don't listen and they just do what they want, they get given it in the end. And like this is like a new wave of like, where in like the 80s and 90s it would have been, teenagers like going, oh, I want to be cool and more adult, so I'm gonna try smoking and like stuff like that, which is bad, right? But now it's the age group for that kind of behavior has gotten younger and younger. There is kids in like year
6.
No, not even year 6.
Yeah,
I
5.
know that there was like year 5s
Really?
vaping. Yeah.
And
It's just whatever, because so it's like the age group, because it's like that general rebellion and stuff is pretty standard for teenagers, but that's late high school, right?
Yeah.
These are kids in primary school who are doing that, right? It's just,
I saw a video of a kid who was like, I think his parent was in the background maybe, and he was just like, he had the phone set up. He was like kind of dancing a bit, like his knees squatted. He was vaping and he was sticking the finger at the camera, and he looked like he was 5.
Yeah.
And that's what shocked me, because I was like, he's a little kid. His parents in the back, not watching him, not monitoring him like a parent should.
And do you know what? This literally paves the way for the next generation.
I know.
All
That's
these
what
kids
all
are
of
soon
this
going to
stuff-
be parents,
Yeah.
soon going to
Yeah.
be teenagers, going to be adults. And because they're so like overconsumed with technology, not knowing what's right, what's wrong, that when they have kids, it's going to be
Like
horror.
that's what it's terrible the way these kids
It's
behave.
sad.
Like, yeah, and it's also not just because of them. Like, they didn't ask to be born and given an iPad, really. Our age group probably had like peak childhood, because we had the progressiveness.
Yeah.
But then we also still got to be kids, and we got to be bored, and we got to play with dolls, and we got to, make up stuff, learn how to come up with stuff if we're bored,
Like we had the opportunity to actually play with toys and like
And also
actually
learn
like,
how to interact with other kids, because that's such a big thing
Socialise.
that kids, they didn't get that because of COVID, and now they're just so ingrained on these devices that they don't know how to interact with other people other than with the devices.
I used to have an iPad when I was
Me
a kid,
too.
but
Yeah. I had an Android.
I still always, same. I still always went outside.
Yeah.
I still like went to parks and things.
Yeah. Like I remember having like an iPad. I remember even having like a DS at one point, but like I was never
Same.
So
like overly on it.
Yeah,
like
it wasn't such an overbearing
Yeah.
way. And also, we would only really, play on like Minecraft or something.
yeah. And like I could live with my mum taking it off me if I did something bad. I could live with doing other things other than just being on it. Like I had toys. I had like slime. I had this. I had that. Like I would.
Bring back slime.
Yeah.
I was
That's the
They,
main thing.
they need to bring back slime.
The main
and like
takeaway.
squishies. Remember squishies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like all that kind of like stuff.
because
Yeah.
that's also dopamine seeking, but in a different manner. These kids are going into primary school not knowing how to spell. They don't know the ABCs,
Yeah.
which is expected of someone with developmental delays, but that is the whole grade. They all have that problem. Like, it's stunting them, like, ridiculously. Like, and these are kids who would have previously, had they, grown up how, like, in the time that we grew up,
Yeah.
It would be different.
they wouldn't be there,
I feel like, yeah, I reckon definitely parents play a big role in how kids are as well. Like it's
That's the most massive role.
Like,
because you see kids, they either parrot or they're the opposite of their parent. You know, like
Yeah.
they either learn from it or grow.
they
even more.
they either copy it or they swing too far usually.
All right, well, that's
Our very heated
Yeah.
rant.
that was a very heated rant.
We'll probably have to cut it down so that we don't go so off topic. Well, it's not off topic. It all relates to it all. But it's
it
like,
all blends. So thank you for having us.
thank you. And we'll probably go on to section B, which is teens
Yeah.
and more Gen Z
Yeah.
related.
So
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi guys, I'm Ruby
I'm Jess.
I'm Ayla.
and this is section B on new gens, tweens and teens.
The last group talked about tweens and younger kids, and now we're talking about teens.
A bit older.
What should I start with?
I think your late high school experience.
My personal late high school experience?
Yes.
We can all share.
My late high school experience was a lot better than the first 2 years. So
Yeah.
I'm going from like year 9 to year 11 now. And everyone's kind of just, everyone's kind of found their people, kind of.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but obviously it was difficult. But, I'm still here today. So,
Exactly, still pushing through life.
yeah.
I'd say my late high school experience is very much more calm, and like there is a lot more work and like just like stuff like that. Just kind of knowing that you're getting older and trying to focus more. Like from year 7 to 10, I kind of like gave up with work and like school and stuff. Like I just did not care. And now that like I've hit a high school that is a year 11 and 12 high school, I kind of was like, I'm kind of more focused, like, because I know that I'm getting older and things are starting to matter now. So definitely miss being young, but I hated like the first year of high school. I was so excited. I was so excited to start high school. And then year 8 came. That was probably my prime. Like I loved year 8 so much. And then year 9 was kind of like falling off. But like, I don't really know. It was all right. Like it wasn't as good as year 8, but everything kind of, all the emotions and everything just kind of went like, whoop. And then year 10, it was good. It was good like being able to be like the top of the school and like
Big fish.
yeah. Like you kind of, the last time you kind of get that was like in year 6. I think it's worth it just going the extra 2 years. Like school you can't do forever. Like just starting your life so early is so scary. Like starting your full-time job and stuff, like a lot of friends going away, like, it's definitely going to be different once school is finished, but yeah, pretty much.
My late high school experience, I feel like the most memorable years for me, like, is year 11 now and was year 10 because I got so many opportunities in year 10. Like, I got to go to Japan after studying for 3 years of Japanese, but I didn't speak that much anyway, so it wasn't really worth it. Like, there was lots of drama towards the end of the year, but honestly, I don't think that matters because I had way more fun that year than I did in, like, year 9 and year 8. Now that I'm in year 11, like, it's just so much fun and more easy because everyone's grown up a little bit, so they're mostly past, like, picking on kids and stuff. They're most, like, past on bullying others, and everyone's way more, like, mature now, and they're, like, don't really care.
Most of the people that are there want to be there or they wouldn't be there because they're not, like, forced to go to school every day. They can get a full-time job.
I think that also, like, hitting year 11 and 12, you're not really more focused on friendships. I feel like if you, like, you let it go, like, whatever needs to go can go. And you're more focused on your work. And, like, if you want to graduate and get your high school certificate, you'll focus on that. But, yeah, with friendships, it kind of just, like, whatever happens to you. It's not, like, your first thing on your mind. Oh, like, this and that. Maybe at the start, you're, like, it's kind of tricky because everyone's kind of, like, in their own world and, like, you're scared to lose some of your, like, best friends.
Yeah.
But if it's meant to happen, then it's meant to happen.
Exactly.
And just working your ATAR and stuff, like, people that do ATAR, is insane.
Oh my god.
Like, I cannot do that. But go them. Because, like, seriously, I wish I could do it. More stressed out about schoolwork.
We care more.
Yeah.
Like, it just shows that you care more.
Yeah.
And I think that's, like, how growing up is. Like, definitely I like to not do anything and, you know, lounge around and have fun, but there's certain things that you kind of got to take seriously. And I think this is the time to do it. Like, you're kind of setting up for your whole life.
COVID was a big impact. Like, it was massive when we were, like, in year 6 and, like, year 7.
I did not do like any learning those years when I was in lockdown. Like, I didn't learn anything. And I think that's why I struggle so much now. Like, I didn't do anything, and I feel like I should have.
Exactly.
Because
being, like, COVID in year 6 made me so depressed. Not being able to go outside for, like, however long it was. I genuinely was, like, crying in my bed. Like, I want to see my friends. I just wanted to see my friends the whole time.
No, yeah, it was a really bad for me because I came from Sydney. So I moved to my dad's to my mum's.
Yeah.
Moving into year 7. And I really had no time to make any friends. It was just like I moved in, we got into lockdown, had no friends. I camped out every night in the lounge room. I had like a little spot in the lounge room because I didn't have a TV in my room, and I stayed there. I was so sad. It was the most loneliest point of my life probably.
I'm also really like jealous of the people who got to go on all their school trips and got to like
Canberra.
Yes,
Canberra just
my
went
little
down.
brother always boasts about it. I got the word this time, guys. He always boasts about it, and he was really sweet actually. He brought like a little notebook and then he wrote about the whole trip and he handed it to me to read. Yeah.
It definitely was something that impacted us all. When I lived up there, I was very active and like I loved outdoors. I was very, very active. And I just wanted to like play with my friends. Like I wanted to like go for walks. I just wanted to get out of the house. And you couldn't get out of the house, couldn't nothing.
Yeah.
I think that after COVID ended and we all started going back to school, I did not know how to socialize at all.
So true.
So like I didn't know how to fit in anymore. So I got bullied and I got like, you know, I just didn't know how to fit in. So,
but I also think like from us being in COVID at like probably the worst time, like I feel like as students we got it worse than anybody else because we're still going up. Like we still have like, you know, but I feel like that led us to bad coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
Like in COVID times, like depression, like as I mentioned, depression was very big for people. Anxiety with like, am I going to get this? Because they made it so bad. And then coming out of COVID, going back to school and like just having that anxiety and like being like stressed out, like you don't know what's going on. Like you just got told that you're locked in your house.
Yeah.
Can't go anywhere. Only to get like toilet paper or something. It was
Well, there was none. I used newspaper. Guys talk.
So coming out of COVID, right? We had all just been in lockdown for like 4 months. I remember that. And you know, just transitioned to high school. And then like that's when you find out how difficult high school's going to be and how rude people are.
I don't know how to explain this, so this is probably going to need like some editing. If you weren't at someone's standards, so like say you didn't do this like they did, or you didn't play a sport like they did, like you weren't good enough.
Oh, exactly.
Like you were not good enough. Like if you had anything wrong with you, you would just be like,
if you stood out in any way, you got picked on, and that was that.
People having standards on people gave the people that don't have any standards. Does that make sense? So when someone says
Please elaborate, Ayla.
So as in say someone says that someone doesn't have nice eyebrows to someone that doesn't care about how that person looks, then the person that doesn't care how someone's eyebrows is starts to care. Yeah. Thank you. That was really good.
They change their opinion from stuff that other people say.
And it makes you start building insecurities that don't need to be there.
Exactly. This is a wrap.
That's a wrap, guys. Okay.
I just hope we've made an impact.
Yeah.
I hope
you really listened.
Yeah, and I want to kind of see what you guys think as well.
I hope we made you better people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Love you
anyways,
guys. Bye.
thank you. Bye. Everyone run.
Bye.
Everyone run.